Hi everybody. Today we are going to see as of how to prepare for an interview. We are going to see the summary of points that will be covered in this topic. Main points that are going to be covered are before the interview, that means how you have to prepare for an interview, what are the things that you have to do. Then tips regarding attire and what are the what is the dress that men should wear, and usually the company will ask you why should you hire you. So this is the question, who would you hire. Tips regarding attire for women and starting the interview, standard interview questions and behavior based questions. These are very important and you need to be very careful and asking questions to the employer, what kind of questions you need to ask when you are about to close the interview, and finally how you need to do the follow-up. Interview preparation. By looking at this picture, we can make out that both of them are really well prepared for the interview. This is how you need to prepare for an interview. Before the interview, make sure that you research the potential employer and review the job description, and always be able to match your experience and education with the duties of the position. That means you need to map your skills and also your job description, and then make sure that you prepare a 1 or 2 minute script about yourself. That means you need to know what to talk when the interview has started, and make sure that to have appropriate interview attire. That means you need to have a good dressing sense. We will see that. Tips regarding attire for men. We will see what are they. If possible, wear a tie to the interview. Make sure that the belt color and shoes color should be same. If you're wearing a black belt, make sure that you wear black shoes. If you're wearing a brown belt, make sure that you wear brown colored shoes. Avoid ties with elaborate patterns or too many colors. So too many colors not suit doesn't suit. A wedding ring or a watch is generally the only jewelry that you should be wearing. So make sure that you use less jewelry. Head to toe, how you need to look. Hair should be well groomed and shoes should be polished. Who would you hire? The person with the t-shirt or the person who is wearing the suit? Obviously, the person who is wearing the suit. This is how you have to get ready for an interview. Tips regarding attire for women. A suit or dress is preferable. Skirt should meet at the top of the knee or longer. The amount of jewelry should be minimized. Make sure that you have wear a minimum jewelry. Makeup should be light, and make sure that you avoid perfumes and scented powders. Stylish look, but not for an interview. Stylish and ready to interview. What do you feel when you look at this picture? She's all set to go for an interview, right? Well, starting the interview, how you need to start the interview. This is very, very important. Be sure to arrive 10 to 15 minutes prior to the start of the interview, and make sure that you greet the interviewer with a firm handshake. Your handshake should be firm. Maintain a good eye contact and good body posture, and make sure you are energetic and enthusiastic. Speak clearly, make sure that your voice is really clear, loud and clear, and you articulate really nice. Okay, then we will see what are the standard questions usually you'll be asked. Would you tell me about yourself? What is your greatest strength? What is your greatest weakness? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What about this position do you find most appealing? Why do you want to work for our company? Why should we hire you? Well, behavior based questions. As I told you, these questions are very tricky and you need to be very careful. Let's see what are the questions. Can you describe the most valuable criticism you have received and what you did with that? Can you tell me about an event that really challenged you? Can you give me an example of a project that required attention to detail and how you handle the details? Can you tell me about a difficult person with whom you have worked? Can you describe the supervisor that you like the least? Questions to ask to the employer. So, what are the questions you need to ask the employer? We will see. What kind of training will I receive? You can ask what kind of training you're going to receive when you join the company, and what type of advancement opportunities are available with your organization. You can ask about your career growth once you're growing in the company. And what is your timetable for the remainder of the hiring process? You can just check with them about usually any company will take a few days, maybe 1 week or 10 days for reminding you. You can ask that question. And always make sure that you ask the questions that demonstrate your knowledge of the company. So make sure that you are very professional when you're asking these questions. Follow up. It's a very important point that you need to remember. Be sure to send a thank you after you have interviewed. If you feel you have a poor handwriting, then a typed letter may be a better option. Or you can mail the letter on the same day after you have completed the interview. Thank you very much for watching my video. These were few tips on how to prepare for an interview. If you have any questions and any comments, you can always leave them below so that I can go through them and reply to your comments. Thank you very much for watching my channel.